Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some practical strategies and tools for effective budgeting, saving, and managing your finances. Budgeting is not just about making the math work out. It's about adjusting your mindset, setting your goals, and taking control of your money. Whether you're new to budgeting or you want to improve your skills, these tips will help you get started and stay on track. Let's get into it. Tip number 1. Identify your purpose. The first tip is to identify your purpose for budgeting. Why do you want to budget your money? What are you trying to achieve? Maybe you want to pay off debt, save for a vacation, buy a house, or retire early. Whatever your reason, write it down and keep it in mind as you create and follow your budget. This will help you stay motivated and focused. Tip number 2. Write down your income and expenses. The second tip is to write down your income and expenses. You need to know how much money is coming in and going out every month. To do this, you can use a pen and paper, a spreadsheet, or a budgeting app. Start by listing all your sources of income, such as salary, tips, bonuses, interest, etc. Then, list all your fixed expenses, such as rent, mortgage, utilities, insurance, etc. These are the bills that don't change much from month to month. Next, list all your variable expenses, such as groceries, gas, entertainment, clothing, etc. These are the expenses that can vary depending on your choices and habits. Once you have your income and expenses written down, subtract your total expenses from your total income. This will give you your net income or cash flow. Ideally, you want this number to be positive, meaning you have more money coming in than going out. If it's negative, meaning you're spending more than you're earning, you need to make some adjustments. Tip number 3. Follow the 50-30-20 rule. The third tip is to follow the 50-30-20 rule. This is a simple and effective way to allocate your money based on 3 categories: needs, wants, and savings. According to this rule, 50% of your net income should go towards your needs, such as housing, food, transportation, and healthcare. These are the essential expenses that you can't live without. 30% of your net income should go towards your wants, such as dining out, shopping, hobbies, and entertainment. These are the discretionary expenses that make life more enjoyable but are not necessary. 20% of your net income should go towards your savings and debt repayment. This includes building an emergency fund, saving for retirement, paying off credit cards, student loans, etc. These are the expenses that help you achieve your financial goals and secure your future. To apply this rule to your budget, simply multiply your net income by 0.5 for needs, 0.3 for wants, and 0.2 for savings. Then, compare these numbers with your actual spending and see if you need to make any changes. For example, net income equals $4,000. Needs equals $4,000 times 0.5, which equals $2,000. Wants equals $4,000 times 0.3, which equals $1,200. Savings equals $4,000 times 0.2, which equals $800. If you're spending more than $2,000 on needs or more than $1,200 on wants, you may need to cut back on some expenses or find ways to increase your income. If you're saving less than $800 or not saving at all, you may need to prioritize saving more or paying off debt faster. Tip number 4. Practice zero-based budgeting. The fourth tip is to practice zero-based budgeting. This is a method of budgeting where every dollar has a job or a purpose. In other words, your income minus your expenses equals 0. This doesn't mean that you spend all your money every month. It means that you assign every dollar to a specific category, such as needs, wants, savings, or debt repayment. This way, you have a clear plan for where your money is going and you don't waste any of it. To practice zero-based budgeting, you can use the following steps. Write down your monthly income, write down your monthly expenses, starting with the most important ones such as needs and savings. Subtract your expenses from your income to see how much money is left over. Assign the remaining money to other categories, such as wants or extra savings. Adjust your budget as needed until your income minus your expenses equals 0. For example, income equals $4,000, needs equals $2,000, savings equals $800, wants equals $1,000. Debt repayment equals $100, leftover money equals $100. In this case, you have $100 left over after covering your expenses. You can assign this money to another category, such as adding it to your savings, paying off more debt, or spending it on something fun. The important thing is that you give every dollar a job and don't let it sit idle in your account. Tip number 5. Plan for the unexpected. The fifth tip is to plan for the unexpected. Life is full of surprises, and some of them can be costly. That's why you need to have an emergency fund, which is a savings account that you use only for unexpected expenses, such as car repairs, medical bills, or job loss. Having an emergency fund can help you avoid going into debt or dipping into your other savings when something unexpected happens. It can also give you peace of mind and a sense of security. How much should you save for emergencies? A good rule of thumb is to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in your emergency fund. This means that if you spend $3,000 per month on average, you should have at least $9,000 to $18,000 in your emergency fund. To build your emergency fund, you can start by setting a small and realistic goal, such as saving $1,000 or 1 month's worth of expenses. Then, you can gradually increase your goal until you reach your desired amount. To save money for your emergency fund, you can use the following strategies. Automate your savings. Set up a direct deposit or a recurring transfer from your checking account to your savings account every month. This way, you don't have to think about saving and you can avoid spending the money on something else. Save your windfalls. Whenever you receive extra money, such as a tax refund, a bonus, or a gift, put it in your emergency fund instead of spending it. This can help you boost your savings quickly and reach your goal faster. Cut back on unnecessary expenses. Review your budget and see if there are any areas where you can reduce or eliminate spending, such as subscriptions, memberships, or dining out. Then, redirect the money you save to your emergency fund. Tip number 6. Develop habits that support your budget. The 6th tip is to develop habits that support your budget. Budgeting is not a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process that requires discipline and consistency. To stick to your budget and achieve your financial goals, you need to develop habits that support your budget. Some of these habits include tracking your spending regularly. Check your bank statements and receipts at least once a week and compare them with your budget. This will help you monitor your progress and catch any errors or overspending. Reviewing and adjusting your budget monthly. At the end of each month, review how well you followed your budget and how close you were to meeting your goals. Then, make any necessary adjustments for the next month based on changes in your income, expenses, or priorities. Celebrating your wins. Budgeting can be challenging and stressful at times, so it's important to reward yourself for sticking to it and reaching milestones. Celebrate your wins by treating yourself to something small and affordable, such as a movie night, a coffee date, or a new book. Tip number 7. Utilize budgeting tools. The 7th tip is to utilize budgeting tools. Budgeting can be easier and more fun when you use tools that help you organize and manage your money. There are many budgeting tools available online or on mobile devices, such as apps, websites, calculators, templates, etc. Some of the benefits of using budgeting tools include saving time and effort. Budgeting tools can automate some of the tasks involved in budgeting, such as calculating numbers, categorizing transactions, or generating reports. Providing visual feedback. Budgeting tools can display your data in graphs, charts, or colors that make it easier to see and understand your financial situation and progress. Offering tips and advice. Budgeting tools can provide tips and advice on how to improve your budgeting skills, save more money, or achieve your goals. Some examples of budgeting tools are Mint, a free app that syncs with your bank accounts and credit cards and tracks your income and expenses automatically. It also creates budgets based on your spending patterns and sends alerts and reminders when you're close to or over budget. YNAB, a paid app that follows the zero-based budgeting method and helps you assign every dollar a job. It also helps you plan for irregular or large expenses and teaches you how to break the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. Every Dollar, a free app that also follows the zero-based budgeting method and helps you create a monthly budget in minutes. It also allows you to track your spending manually or automatically by connecting to your bank accounts. Excel, a spreadsheet program that lets you create and customize your budget templates. It also allows you to perform calculations, create charts, and use formulas and functions to analyze your data. You can choose the budgeting tool that suits your needs, preferences, and budget. You can also use more than one tool if you find it helpful. These are some of the ways you can have fun with budgeting and make it a positive and rewarding experience. Budgeting is one of the most important skills you can learn to manage your money effectively and achieve your financial goals. By following these tips, you can create and follow a budget that works for you and your situation. Remember, budgeting is not a one-size-fits-all thing. It's a personal and flexible process that you can customize and adjust as you go along. The key is to start somewhere, be consistent, and have fun. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos on personal finance and budgeting. Also, let me know in the comments below what are your budgeting tips or challenges. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.